Welcome back to season 2
I
of
got
the
some
Heart
things that I need to
Podcast.
say.
The Heart Podcast.
I don't know why I feel this way, but I've been having trouble sleeping lately.
On your heart.
Maybe I just gotta get this
I
out of the
hope
way.
you enjoy today's
I don't know
episode.
what the problem is, but I do know how I feel. And I know when I'm with my friends, I just feel so fake, cause I can't be real. I don't wanna be the laughing stock, but I do want the pain to stop. And every single little joke I tell, used to cover up the pain so well. And I'm feeling like I'm so depressed, and my life is just one big mess. I don't really wanna disappoint, but I've been feeling like, what's the point, huh? Is it really even worth the hurt? Is it really even worth the pain? I've been working at this thing for years, but is it really even worth the strain? I got a dream that I'm trying to reach, got goals that I'm trying to make, but the more I reach for them,
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Heart Podcast Season 2. Remember, this month we are honoring National Poetry Month all month long. So last week I read a few of my favorite poems, one being a long episodic poem, The Raven, and then a couple of others. So that influenced me a whole lot. So today we're going to read our own short little episodic poem that I wrote. And we're just going to see how that goes, because it's not super long, so today's episode probably won't be very long. And so we're just going to get right into that. Let's get started. This is my episodic poem that I wrote. It has no name, and maybe one day it will, but it's going to be pretty quick, and then we'll pretty much be done for this episode. Let's go. I reared my head up to the sky. Up high to look into the sky, as I saw the reflection of fear taking root in my eye, I saw what appeared to be a shadow. Forming from a hollow and empty hole full of sorrow, it opened a door of which I was not expecting. And I felt my fear resurrecting as I continued inspecting my new surroundings. I jumped, not from a sudden noise, but from the absence of noise, no voice, just a void which I did not expect. I gripped my chest as I felt heavy, shallow breathing beating from my breast. Heartbeat quickened as I felt sickened by the stale air. I fail in my despair to form my mouth into words, as herds of emotion dry up all at once. The emptiness is menacing, and I feel something. Something is awakening in this room. It is not comforting, but it is seeking my presence. But it does not exist physically, only in essence, making it harder to detect its presence. But somehow, only I can exist in this space. Yet whatever it is still not being erased, and its desire is only strengthening. I am stirred up to seek violence, but my mind is in defiance of my instinctive response. I sit down and close my eyes, and to my utter surprise and dismay, I do not see darkness. I do not see the inky black thoughts of emptiness one usually sees on the back soft of the eyelids, but instead, in my head are the words that were said to me only moments before I was met with this dread. As the realization sets in my head that this isn't real anymore, and I quickly look for a way to escape, for a scrape, a way out. Look for the shape of a rectangle, the shape I once saw that allowed me entrance in this prison. But I can no longer see the door that I entered through. And though my time here is through, I have no means of moving on and on. So I'm stuck in this unreal reality where no one besides me can exist. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for this week. Super short episode. I mean, shoot, have we even hit 5 minutes yet this week? Almost. Like, by the time I finish, we'll probably hit 5 minutes. Unless I can drag this out somehow by keeping talking in a nice rhythmic way that makes you feel like I'm reading you a poem, but I'm really just talking to you, even though it feels calming, like I'm acknowledging the fact that I can be soothing when I want to, even when the time doesn't call for it, even when the time is running out. All right, let me stop now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that extra thing that just came out of nowhere. It wasn't in the script at all. I'm just being stupid. But, that's always the fun thing about the arts and about expressing yourself. It's just fun to just do random stuff sometimes. But anyway, we're going back on script now. That's it. That's everything for this week. Really short, simple, quick, to the point. I would love to include some stuff from some other people for the next couple episodes. Anybody who's interested. So let me know if you'd like to be included. There's YouTube comments. There's messages on there's the messages on Anchor where you can message me directly from in the podcast. If you're listening to this on Anchor, if you're listening to this on YouTube, there's the comments. You can leave me a comment here below, telling me that you're interested. Because it's National Poetry Month, I'm of course only doing poetry submissions this time around until the end of the month. But come May, everything is coming back. So that's poetry, that's music, that's singing, even though that falls under music. It's any kind of art expression that can be done for right now by being recorded in advance, is so no dance, unfortunately. That's what I'm looking for. Eventually, I'm hoping to do this live, and we can do that kind of stuff with guests and all those kinds of things. But for right now, those are the things that, for the most part, the podcast will be doing. For the rest of this month, we're only doing poetry submissions. You can also email me at toshi.j.talent@gmail.com. Toshi. I just hit the microphone. Hold on. toshi.j.talent@gmail.com, or you can contact me on any of my social media by direct messaging me. That's Instagram or Twitter, official_ToshiJ. You can go to my website, toshij.com, and you can go to my Facebook. Gets checked a little less often, but it's facebook.com/ToshiJ89. All this information can be found in the description, whether you are on YouTube, Anchor, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, etc. Oh, and yes, we have finally reached out and gotten into Apple. So that only took a year. No biggie, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to end this now as I feel like there's a rampaging storm going on above my head, and I need to go check that out. All right. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Heart Podcast, the podcast where we get to share what's on our heart through the arts. And I hope that you find the time to share that with somebody each and every single day. I am Toshi J, and I will see you next time.
As long as I can feel the pain, I take whatever thrill I get. If it means I gotta chase girls, if it means I gotta smoke weed, if it means I gotta pull up, if it means I gotta be me, if it means I'm gonna die soon, cause other stuff is gonna kill me. That's what's gonna happen. And I just wanna die happy. Who am I even really talking to? I'm going crazy, maybe that's the truth. Maybe praying's what I need to do. But my head says I don't even believe in you. Who am I really even talking to? I'm going crazy, maybe that's the truth. I hate myself, but I'm still free. So I hope the freedom kills me.